I think we are in store for a wild and crazy match here between Showtime Scott Summers and Spoiler 2000. These two have had issues going all the way back to April of this year. It started as they bumped into each other, crossing paths in the arena. It evolved into a match in August in which there was no clear winner. There was no winner, period, because of interference from Mike Fox, Seth Shai, and Maniac Matt Bourne. Both men came under attack by those three. And later in the card, Scott Summers came out to give assistance to Franco D'Angelo and Gigolo James Johnson as they were being savaged by the trio of Bourne, Fox, and Shai. Must also add that that was the night that the threesome took out our general manager, Knight, as well. Knight has been able to recover sufficiently. Knight is once again running the office, so to speak, running things in IHWE.
I got a special enforcer for this match. I don't have any music, because I just made this decision earlier. Y'all give it up for a man who trained, who helped train WWE US Champion Daniel Bryan. He's trained some of the best in the business. He's worked with the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, Rudy Boy Gonzalez.
Well, I think everything's going to be on the up and up here, and here he is. The man is a legend in the state of Texas. Quite a reputation. Starting out as a wrestler under Joe Blanchard in San Antonio. Got into the training end of things, and as mentioned, he was the head trainer under Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, at the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy. Then Shawn Michaels went back to active competition, and Kevin Douglas, who has just rejoined me at the commentary table, it's been Rudy Boy as pretty much the go-to guy in Texas for top new talent in this sport.
Absolutely. Some of the best talent has come out of the Texas Wrestling Academy. Obviously backed by Shawn Michaels and having some of the most prestigious wrestlers in Texas come out of there. Definitely one of the premier spots to be trained as a wrestler.
But you know, you talk about trainers. Spoiler 2000, the man who trained him was certainly no slouch. A gentleman who at the next IHWE card is going to be inducted into the IHWE Hall of Fame, and that would be the late General Skandar Akbar of Devastation Incorporated. So what an honor it was for Spoiler to be trained by General Akbar. I mean, the General didn't train just anybody. You had to have talent, and you had to have a certain spark to be in his gym in the first place.
Absolutely. Skandar Akbar, an absolute legend. And
wait a second.
Seth Shai.
Wait a second. Seth Shai has come out here, and Rudy Boy Gonzalez is here to keep Seth from getting involved here. And Rudy is certainly doing his job, pulling Seth down off the ring apron.
I definitely don't think Seth wants to exchange any kind of punches or anything with Rudy. I think he should do what Rudy says and get out of here.
Well, if Seth Shai pushes the envelope much farther, I think we're about to see the reasons why Shawn Michaels made Rudy Boy his top trainer.
Well, and you can look at Showtime. Scott Summers is in no way afraid of Seth Shai, inviting him to come in the ring and get some.
Well, I think Showtime is doing everything but waving a red blanket in front of Shai with those bullhorns of his, but now we can go one-on-one here. Rudy Boy is returning to his station at ringside, and this ought to be an outstanding match too. Wait a second, Seth's come back with a chair, and oh, Rudy Boy getting a little more physical now to keep Shai away.
Something fishy about this, but Shai has a lot of interest in this #1 contenders match. Doesn't he already have a title shot later to be worried about?
Well, indeed he does. Seth Shai is the current #1 contender. Later tonight, he's going to challenge the Beast Franco D'Angelo for the IHWE World Heavyweight Championship. But I don't know. I guess he figures if he takes these men out that he'll be the #1 contender once again by default, regardless of the outcome of tonight's match. But be that as it may, Shai is hopefully back in the dressing room to stay until his match later on. And hopefully this will remain one-on-one between Showtime and the Spoiler.
Thank goodness that we got the riffraff out of here so we can watch a great match between two guys who have mutual respect amongst each other, Showtime Scott Summers and Spoiler 2000. These guys really like each other, but like each other enough to beat the snot out of each other.
Well, indeed, it's more respect than anything else. These two certainly got off on the wrong foot with one another earlier this year, but I think you're absolutely right, Kevin Douglas. There is a mutual respect that has grown between these two. They know that in order to be the #1 contender for the IHWE World Heavyweight Championship, they've got to beat the other man, and they know they've got to bring their A game to the table here tonight.
Absolutely, and I know a whole lot about both of these guys. I've been in the ring with Spoiler 2000 on a couple of occasions, and I've definitely scouted Scott Summers. Submission hold armbar here by Summers. Summers can put you out in a second with a submission hold. He's no slouch. He knows a lot more wrestling than he leads on.
And indeed, a very painful hold, and that can work to his advantage even if Spoiler does not tap out, because if he takes out that right arm, he takes out that claw hold, that patented hold that has been passed down to Spoiler 2000 from the original Spoiler, Don Jardine. It is in his honor that Spoiler 2000 wears the mask, but if he's unable to apply that claw, that takes out most of his offense.
Absolutely. The bionic claw slam is a move that Spoiler has beaten many a top wrestler with, and I know he's going to be gunning for Summers for that move tonight, so what a great move by Summers to try to nullify that weapon of Spoilers.
Showtime's definitely done his homework, but so has Spoiler, and he knows what's at stake here. This is anything goes. You can do pretty much anything you want to in that ring, and as we said, the winner becomes the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title, whether it's held by Franco D'Angelo or Seth Shai. When it comes the winner of this match's turn for a shot at the belt. Oh, look at this. Showtime puts a stop to the charging Spoiler with those two big feet of his, and the feet once again, and the man who is virtually covered head to toe in tattoos comes out of the corner and sends Spoiler chest first, and now Spoiler goes down, and Showtime, oh, with a big knee to the side of the head, and now he backs up. He's going to go for it once again, and once again a big knee, and Showtime, he is just perpetual motion in that ring, knee after knee, upside Spoiler's head, and now pulling him out by the foot, and let's see what he's going to do now.
Showtime, no dummy in the ring. He likes to come across as a loose cannon, but he baited Spoiler into that whole thing right there. That was a plan by Showtime. Don't let the loose cannon thing fool you into thinking that this guy's not a technician.
Well, indeed, you look at Showtime Scott Summers, the way he constantly looks up at the ceiling as if there's something there, but make no mistake about it, he's a tremendous athlete, all man and a yard wide, as the late Gordon Soley used to say, and now he's having some words with the referee, and he needs to be careful while the Spoiler tries to shake some life back into that leg. And now Spoiler right in his face, right hand, left hand from Showtime, and Showtime dared him, and that may have been one dare too many right there.
I would personally love to get in the ring with Showtime. Summers, the only two guys left in Texas to actually have beaten Daniel Bryan in the middle of the ring. I think Showtime Summers versus Kevin Douglas would be a great match to see in the future here at IHWE.
I think it would too, and it would be very interesting to see what kind of offense you would put up against this tattoo-covered fire plug of a man, the man from Boston, Massachusetts, the man known as the underground icon, Showtime rather, Scott Summers.
I would tell you what I'd do to him, but if I give you my game plan on here, I would give it away for him too. So I think I'll keep that under wraps until I get my chance to get my hands on Showtime in the ring.
Well, I totally understand. You don't want to lay all of your cards on the table right away. Spoiler on top of the cover, too, and only a 2 count as Summers able to kick out of that, firing away with the elbow, but Spoiler firing away with the right hands of his own. Not a whole lot of technical wrestling here. These two, they know what's at stake. The winner gets a world title shot, and they have this opportunity in front of the fans here at the Worth Heights Community Center in Fort Worth to get that opportunity, an opportunity that very few men ever get.
A lot of one-upsmanship going on in this match here. Both of these guys really trying to one-up the other one to prove that they're the better man.
Whip into the ropes, and Spoiler up and over, going for a monkey flip, and there we go, 1, 2, or rather a sunset flip, I should say. Spoiler tap out, but
when you're in the middle of the ring like that. like that and you don't make some sort of effort to make a defensive move, it's not long before you're going to have to tap out or you're going to snap that elbow.
Well, there you go, our new #1 contender for the IHWE World Heavyweight title, Showtime Scot Summers. So now he's going to be watching this contest here, and he is going to wait his turn at the World Champion. Will it be Franco D'Angelo? Will it be Seth Shai? We're going to find out next.